Okay, number 1. Minnie's underarms. Like, girl, can you, tell me your secret for those clean-looking underarms? Anyone know how to remove dark spots from underarms? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's get on with the video. But before I start, please remember to like and subscribe so I know that you guys like this type of content, and let me know if I missed anything or how you interpreted the video in the comment section below. Also, before we begin, I interpreted this music video as good versus evil or light versus dark. So, this is things you didn't notice about I-dle's oh my god music video, good versus evil edition. Number 2. The goo that is here pouring down Minnie's face is the same substance that represents the wine in this scene, and is also the same substance that Soyeon is dancing in this scene, and is also the same substance that Soyeon wipes away from her lips in this scene. Now this point is very important, so remember it. Point number 2. Remember point number 2. Okay, number 3. Minnie partially repeats Soyeon's lines in the background, meaning that the lines are representing Minnie's situation and her escape from the guards. Number 4. The wall Minnie is crawling towards in her mission to escape the guards is the same wall that Soyeon is dancing next to. It's as if Soyeon is calling Minnie towards her. Number 5. Minnie goes through the hole in the wall. However, we do not see Minnie on the other side. No, we don't. We see Uki. This means that Uki and Minnie are the same person. I will talk more about this in a further point. Number 6. Uki represents Minnie's curiosity or desire to see what is on the other side. This means that Minnie's inner desire is to see what the dark side looks like. Number 7. When Uki falls, she falls because she gets hit by the I-dle, showing us just how easy it is to go from good to bad. Numero 8. Mion represents God or good or light or purity, whatever you want to call her. She represents a higher power, and the only reason I think of it this way is because she is the highest power and her temple or pedestal is always above all of the other members in the scenes. Number 9. Mion drops her wine. Remember number 2? The goo, the wine, the same substance that Soyeon was dancing in, and the same substance that she wipes away from her lips. This is the same substance that Mion drops. So she drops it down to the bottom, feeding the evil below her. Number 10. The evil below Mion is represented by Soyeon, because Soyeon comes to life by singing the chorus, which is something that I cannot say for copyright reasons, but you know what I'm talking about. Soyeon's lines are referring to Mion as God. Number 11. For the first time, we see Soyeon wearing black instead of white. She has completely moved to the dark side. Number 12. Minnie's hands are slowly turning black, just like the mummy's. Her desire for evil is slowly taking over. As you can see in the scene, the mummies are kind of like touching her. So she is absorbing the darkness from the mummies. Minnie's also dancing in this clip, so this could be seen as like a ritual to perform in order to be accepted by the dark side. Number 13. Sujin appears just below Myeon's temple or pedestal. She shows just how close good and evil can be. Number 14. Sujin's lines are hypnotizing or captivating others to join her. Number 15. Sujin is holding a long purple cloth. Now the color purple represents many things like royalty or rich or whatever, but in this instance it represents authority or a person of power. Number 16. Sujin's nails are red. They are colored with red nail polish, and this symbolizes blood. So if you remember number 2 again, yes, it's the same thing. So all the red that you see in this music video, it symbolizes blood. Also in this scene, she is specifically talking to someone, and I'll get to that in a further point. Number 17. This line right here, gives away exactly what Minnie and Soyeon are going through. It also gives away the concept of this video, which again is good versus evil. And you can see here that Soyeon is wearing white, because she too was pure or good once, but the temptation got the best of her. Number 18. The barbed wire that you see in this scene is Soyeon's inner struggles or inner demons that she is going through. She doesn't know whether to stay with the good or go to the bad. Number 19. This line, Soyeon is referring to Sujin here. Also in this scene, Soyeon is wearing white, which means this scene takes place in the past. She shortly becomes evil after meeting Sujin. Number 20. I could not find anything about this message that plays for like 1 second in the music video. There was nothing, literally nothing about this message anywhere on the internet. So, I couldn't figure it out. So, if any of you guys did, maybe leave it in the comments below. All I can read is the "Oh God" at the top. That's literally all I can read. So, number 21. Remember when I showed you Myeon earlier? Well, she didn't have any followers around her. Now, she kind of does. In this scene, her verse is this, and she seems to be talking about Sujin. So, as you can see, in the previous scene, there was only her. In this scene, there is her, so the light, which is what she represents, and the darkness, which is what Sujin represents. So, in this scene, good and evil are slowly merging into one. 22. So remember that person that I told you Sujin was talking to in the previous scene? It was Uki. Uki was curious to see what was going to happen on the other side, so she followed Soyeon into the darkness. Remember, Uki represents Minnie, so when I say Uki, I also mean Minnie. And do you guys remember this head? This head down the bottom? It's the same head that belongs to Soyeon in this scene, right? Mind blown! I didn't make this point earlier because I thought it would spoil the fun. So anyway, basically Minnie followed Soyeon into the darkness. Back to Sujin talking to Uki. Uki follows Sujin's instructions and ultimately becomes part of the dark side. However, she is still wearing a white dress, further fueling my theory that Uki and Minnie are the same, are one, and Uki represents Minnie's desire to become evil. Also, since Uki and Minnie represent one person, Sujin is talking to Minnie through her subconscious. I know. 23. All of them are now wearing white, because all of them were pure once. But we still see Sujin with the forbidden fruit, the apple. So Sujin always had bad intentions. You can see that she is also the only one that has red nail polish on. Number 24. Minnie tries to shoot her inner demons to get rid of them. Number 25. That is why in the next scene we see a nosebleed, but you can also see that her hands are not black anymore. Also in this scene, the mummies that are around her are facing outwards. They have turned themselves away from her. So this represents Minnie's outer emotions. She does not want to become part of the dark side. She wants to escape, and she doesn't want to give in. She does not want to submit to the dark side. Number 26. Shuhua represents Minnie's state of mind after, Minnie shoots the inner demons. So Minnie is now trying to control her feelings. She's trying to be in control of those emotions. Whether that could be a good feeling, like in this instance, or it could be a bad feeling, like in this scene where Shuhua is representing Minnie in the barbed wire scene, which represents Minnie struggling through her inner demons. So now Minnie is in control of her feelings. Number 27. You can see that Shuhua is shown as almost the same level as Mion in this scene. Shuhua isn't sitting on the pedestal, but she represents the sense of power and control, which is also shown by the color purple, which turns into white. So Shuhua can control her emotions as she wishes to, right? She controls the state of mind of a being. 28. Since Shuhua represents the state of mind of a being, here Shuhua represents Soyeon's state of mind. What Soyeon is going through while Sujin is trying to hypnotize and captivate her. That's why we see Shuhua here, but then she turns into Soyeon, and the colors change to black and white, telling us that this happened in the past. 29. The line, I hopefully do not get copyrighted for this, but the line "Ebimo Pektori," which translated means "from the bottom of my heart," is referring to Soyeon's inner desire. Number 30. All of them are wearing black in the scene, but there are white crosses around them, meaning that good and evil have merged successfully together. You know what I just realized? I feel like this scene also represents Earth, so Mion represented heaven and Sojin represented hell, but in this scene, since good and evil have merged into one, this scene represents Earth, probably, maybe, I don't know. Okay, number 31. This is what happened to Soyeon after Sujin kind of seduced her, so she became completely immersed in the dark side. Number 32. Sujin becomes overjoyed that she's having a party to celebrate that she has gotten another victim for the win, and her victim is Soyeon. 33. When we see Minnie laying here with Ebimo Pektori on her face, is it Pektori? Is it Pektori? I don't know. But yes, when we see Minnie laying here with that line on her face, this is because this is another version of Minnie. She is seen in the same mud bath as Soyeon due to a couple of reasons. Number 1, the first reason is that Minnie becomes Soyeon's first victim because she followed Soyeon into the darkness and Soyeon captivated her. Reason 2 is that no matter how hard Minnie tried, her desire for the darkness will always be trapped inside of her, and that is why we see Minnie reaching out at the end of the scene. That's why the scene is closing in on Minnie, because that desire is now trapped inside of her. Now, that's the whole theory, but there are other things that I noticed in this music video. Number 1, when Minnie repeats Soyeon's lines at the beginning, it could mean that Minnie is following Soyeon. She's trying to see where the voice is coming from, so she's following Soyeon's voice. Voice. I don't know why I whispered that, but voice. Number 2, the reason that Minnie, Soyeon, and Soojin are the only members that sing the chorus is because Soojin is singing to hypnotize her victims to bring them to her. So, her victims are Soyeon and Minnie. Soyeon she is successful with, Minnie she is not successful with. That's okay. But this is the only reason why we only see them sing the chorus, and not the other members. Number 3, Uki doesn't sing the chorus because she is Minnie. Minnie and Uki are the same person. Same goes for Shuhwa. Same goes for Shuhwa in the music video. Shuhwa represents the state of mind of Soojin's victims, so physically both Uki and Shuhwa are not there, even though we see them. Number 4, Miyeon doesn't sing the chorus because she represents a god or higher power. She is above singing the chorus, guys. She is above it. And yeah, that's basically all I could see. All I came up with. Tell me in the comments below what you think about this. Remember to like and subscribe so I know what type of content you like. And thanks for watching the video. Peace.